Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ali Midawi here, your strategic partner with a new installment of the ME Show. And today, I'm going to talk to you about a topic that I think is going to drive you a little bit cuckoo, yet it is relevant to you, which is how to make six figures in just about 6 months. Now, I know one thing about you. You want it, you have the burning desire, yet there are some limiting beliefs. I'm going to debunk all of that and tell you exactly how to make six figures in 6 months. Stick around.
Girls on me, on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who is he? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me,
all eyes on the prize, money supersized. G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours, believe it or not. In the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the
all
top.
eyes on me, drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who is he? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be.
All eyes on me indeed. And let's talk about it. You want to make six figures, but the idea of making it in the next 6 months scares the crap out of you. And here's the thing. I get it. I understand why you have limiting beliefs. If you do, that means you've never made it on your own. You might have made it in an actual traditional job or, whatever it may be. But the thought of you creating it from scratch from right now, and especially many of you right now who may be thinking, you don't understand, Ali. 2020 has been a crazy year. Pandemic, political injustice, racial injustice, political craziness, bad economies, all the things that we all know. I get it. But here's the thing. I'm telling you right now, from a business standpoint, for us, for me personally, I've made 2020 the best foundation of my financial fortress ever. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how you too can do it. But before we get into that, let me know if you're an entrepreneur, where you are chiming in from. Let me know what city, state, country you are from. And of course, if you're an entrepreneur, be proud of it. Represent the entrepreneur community. Let me know who you are. Now, let's talk about the main thing, and the very first thing that you must do in order for you to make six figures in the next 6 months is you must become a pro. Now, of course, you're going to be like, well, Ali, I have a full-time job. How am I going to be a pro? See, a pro does not mean you got to go full-time right away. You got to become a pro. In other words, you have to have a mindset and the behavior of a professional. Let me explain. Let's talk about, for example, prospecting. See, an amateur would go ahead and simply send 1,001 different messages in order to get hopefully one person to pay attention. A professional prospects, meaning pre-qualifies who to talk to. See, I don't want to message anybody. I don't want to just talk to anybody. I don't want to be on a Zoom with just anybody. I want the right qualified member to my business, my core values, my lifestyle. So I personally would not just prospect or talk to anybody, because to me, prospecting is not talking to people. To me, prospecting is pre-qualifying if he or she qualify to be in my business. That is what a professional does. An amateur would just go ahead and brag about their business and say, this link does this and this link does that, and my product this and my product that. An amateur acts like a sales rep, literally like a sleazy door-to-door sales rep. No offense to anybody who does door-to-door. I said sleazy, not just door-to-door. But here's the thing. A professional would share the vision. A professional will talk about the possibilities and be prepared for a meeting, provide information, ask the right questions before even talking about a product service. I'll give you the best example of a professional. A professional is like a doctor. They do a diagnosis on who they're talking to before they talk about the solution, the medicine, the process, whatever that may be. The amateur just Oh my God, there's a human being listening to me. You should join my company because you're going to be rich and because you're going to be this and because it's this and whoa, dude, slow down. I am not even hearing you. You are too loud without saying anything important. So become a professional. See, when you become a professional, you're no longer wasting your time and you're maximizing your efficiency and effectiveness. You're talking to qualified individuals and you're enrolling because the qualified individual does not need to be sold on anything. The qualified individual, they say, I get it. Cool. What's the next step? So stop wasting your time as an amateur on talking to as many people as I possibly can and start talking to the most qualified people possible. See, a qualified prospect would not say, it's too good to be true. A qualified prospect wouldn't say, I don't know if I have money for that. They'll say, well, I might not be able to start right away, but let me figure some things out. Can we talk in the next 24 hours? And I'm definitely going to get started somehow, some way. You waste your time on people who are not qualified for what you do, who are not qualified for your vision, who are not qualified for your quality of work that you're putting forward in the marketplace. So you need to become a professional. You need to have a system in place as a professional. Don't just wing it. Amateurs do that, and you're better than that. Number two, to make six figures in the next 6 months, you must have a DMO or a daily method of operation and absolute accountability. A daily method of operation is a system that has unit of measurements. For example, I'm going to talk to 30 people each and every single day. I'm going to make sure that I add 5 new friends every single day. I'm going to make sure that I communicate with 5 different people on my vision every single day. I'm going to expose 3 people every single day to my business. I'm going to make sure at the very least I do 1 presentation a day. See, that's a daily method of operation. You're having a unit of measurement where you know, this is what I have to do in order to create the success level that I need to get. See, professionals, again, they would literally live by numbers. They don't just go and wing it and say, hopefully somebody enrolls. No, I know personally that if I talk to 10 people, 1 is going to enroll. I know for a fact, if I don't get to my 10th person, my 10th exposure personally, I'm not personally enrolling anyone in a week. I know it, because I know my averages. I know the qualified candidates that I'm talking to. Within the first 30 seconds of interacting with somebody, even via Messenger, I know this is somebody that I can see myself working with, or maybe not the good person that I should be working with, or I don't think they're ready for what I do just yet. So you need to have a daily method of operation with unit of measurements where you can reverse engineer your success. Again, if I know that talking to 10 people will yield 1 new members that I can enroll, that means I know what I have to do every single day. I got to make sure that 10 people are exposed and talked to by me personally in order to have 1 new enrollment. What is your daily method of operations? What is your unit of measurements? What are you doing to reverse engineer your success? Or are you, again, just, I'm going to just wake up and wing it, and hopefully somebody says, I want to talk to you about your business. That's what an amateur does. And that's why you can make a 6-figure in 6 months, because you're bigger and better than that. Now, accountability is the missing link for every single person who does not have success specifically in network marketing. Accountability is the thing that keeps you and I going. Let's think about a job. This is my new thing that I'm reading about right now. I learned this 2 weeks ago, and it changed my whole view on network marketing overall. And I've trained and been part of network marketing for the last 13 years on and off, written books about it, trained organizations, spoken conventions. And what I will tell you, that this made me literally take a look at everything that I've done in 13 years and say, I think I was doing it wrong. See, in network marketing, we teach just 1 hour a day to make it away. Just minimal time, part-time or sometime. Those who make it big and those who want to make 6 figures in 6 months will work 40 hours in their network marketing business, just like you would work 40 hours in a traditional job. They have expectations and responsibilities, just like in a traditional job. If I work for 40 hours and I get paid $20 an hour, I'm guaranteed my $800 at the end of the week. However, we tend to say, yeah, I'm going to do an hour a day. And in that hour a day, you're anticipating to make $5,000 a week. In what world Is that something that is okay, that is possible? I'm not sure. I mean, there may be some anomalies, there may be some rare occurrences, but I'm here to tell you, unless you work your business like an actual job where you are putting the work forward, where you are investing gas money to go to your job, where you are investing tolls to go to your job, where you are buying uniform and clothes and buying lunch, breakfast, and dinner and coffee to be able to perform in your job, you're not going to be able to make it big time in the network marketing profession. Now, some of you may disagree with me, and I don't care. Because the reality and what I've learned the hard way is that unless you work your business like a job, you're never going to have measurable results. And ask any top earner. I work from 5:30 in the morning all the way till 10 p.m. at nighttime. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing it to a traditional job. It's not hard labor. It's doing what I'm doing right now. I do what I love to do, but I work nonetheless. I don't just sit down and watch TV and money comes in. No, I'm doing three-way calls all day. I'm doing training sessions all day in English, in French, and in Spanish. I'm working with people from all over the world. That is what it takes to create six figures in 6 months. Now, accountability, I have people that I'm accountable to. I let my wife know what I'm doing this week. And guess what she does every day? How was your day? What did you do? Did you get those meetings that you said you were going to do? Did you enroll that person you were working on? Did you do this? Did you do that? And God forbid I say, no, I didn't. What's going on? Are we going to be okay? See, that accountability keeps me in check, keeps me doing what I do every single day. I have a mentor of mine, a few mentors actually, that I am accountable to, that I report to. Who did I talk to and what are the results that I report to? Who am I working with that I'm reporting to? What is the next milestone that I want to hit and get guidance from and make sure they hold me accountable to it? If you don't have accountability, might as well just let the day go, because you are not going to take the same look at yourself. Just like in a job, you have a manager, you have a boss, you have a high-ranking individual in the structure of your organization. You report to them, and you are getting the things that you need to get done. And the reason that is because you know that person can get rid of you. In the network marketing, you're like, no one can get rid of me. I'm my own boss. Congrats. You're the worst boss that's ever been. So make sure that you have a daily method of operation and accountability. Number 3, work twice as hard and stop looking for cheat sheets. This part right here was the absolute revelation for me. I was doing a lot of sponsor ads at one period of my career. I was doing a lot of automations, a lot of funnels, a lot of autoresponders, outsourcing and delegating everything. Don't get me wrong. It works once you are on cruise control. But to get to that level, unless you have a ridiculous budget and you can afford to spend money that way to have a team, congrats. That means you're already doing well for yourself. But if you are starting, if you are a struggling entrepreneur that's trying to make it, you need to work twice as hard. And don't tell me you don't have money. Don't tell me you don't have time. It doesn't cost you anything to have a Facebook group. It doesn't cost you anything to do a Facebook Live. It doesn't cost you anything to broadcast on YouTube or on Periscope or wherever you may be. It doesn't cost you. You already have a cell phone. It doesn't cost you anything to talk, to show your talent. It doesn't cost you anything to watch videos on YouTube or listen to podcasts. Your Strategic Partner podcast, by the way, available in 16 countries right now. Everywhere there is a podcast. You can even ask Siri, Alexa, or Google to play Your Strategic Partner podcast. And oh boy, last night I just put episode number 8 and it is fire. You don't want to miss out on that. Don't worry. I'll put the link on the comment. Okay, back for my shameless plug. You need to work twice as hard. The reason I said I am up, literally my first meeting this morning was at 6:30 a.m. because I had to cater to our French community overseas. So I had to be up because they're 5 hours ahead of me and 8 hours in some parts of the world. So why do I do that? Because I know that there is accountability and there's a big responsibility. My goal, my role for the next 6 months to a year is to sponsor 100,000 kids and help them out of the struggle and the misery that they may be in. I know for a fact that I have a responsibility to teach these kids entrepreneurship, to give them the same fair share of opportunity that I didn't have back in the day or I've gotten later on in my life. I have a responsibility to over 100 entrepreneurs in 6 continents that are counting on me to be the best version of myself, that give me the privilege and the opportunity to do what I do every single day, to provide for my family in a lifestyle that we're comfortable with. That's why I work twice as hard. I don't let go of the gas pedal just because, oh yeah, I override a company. I'm a master trader. No, no. That's not what you would want to do. What do you actually want to do is to create a system that works for you as a lifestyle. It doesn't feel like work for me. I'm home. I take breaks throughout the whole day. I go upstairs, play with my kid, and play, have some coffee with my wife. We enjoy each other's company. My wife would hang out on the other side of the office. It's a lifestyle. It's not work. However, I represent the definition of ridiculous work ethic. So you need to work twice as hard if you want to make 6 figures in the next 6 months. After that, take some time off, travel around the world, let it go in cruise control. But you need to work hard nonetheless. Stop looking for cheat sheets. There's no magic pill to success. There just isn't. Again, there will be anomalies. People who just, their stars are perfectly aligned, but it's an anomaly. There's no, elevator to success. You got to take the stairs, and throughout the whole stairs, there's garbage and there's, adversity and there is negativity and there are bad things that you're going to have to deal with. Unless you apply these 3 fundamentals that I just shared with you right now, I'm telling you right now, you're not making 6 figures in the next 6 months. You must have these 3 foundations. 1, become a pro. 2, make sure that you have a daily method of operation and accountability. 3, work twice as hard and stop looking for a cheat sheet. Ladies and gentlemen, I just dropped yesterday my 8th episode of the Your Strategic Partner podcast. I'm going to put it on the comment for you. Plus, the Lion Network Marketer audiobook is going to hit the marketplace September 25th. If you are part of my inner circle, and you can join my inner circle, winwithali.com, it's complimentary, you're going to get your copy for free. That's right, FREE. Otherwise, you can buy it with everybody else. And I cannot wait for you to hear the audiobook. We've put a lot of work into it, and it's just going to be amazing. So with that, I appreciate you, and I thank you. And until next time, this has been another installment of Your Strategic Partner and the ME Show. Peace out, everybody.